Hi everyone, it's Jerusha. It is Tuesday evening, September 20th, I believe. Yes, I believe that's the date. Today, Tuesday evening, September 20th. I'm back. Wow. Some of you caught the little video that I posted for a few hours last night for a very limited time. And those of you who did, who are following, I want to let you know that I'm okay. These things ebb and flow. And I did come up with a little bit of a plan today. Of course, nothing's guaranteed, but I do feel a little bit better today. And I'm hoping that things will work out. But you know how these things are. These things are never easily taken care of, actually. So anyway, I'm here. I just want to let you know that because I put up a video for a couple hours and then I took it down. You know, might go up again at some point. But I think the important thing was that a few people saw it, and I don't know who they were, but a few people saw it. So I've told you that I'm reading some books by a writer named Patricia Evans. Reading is kind of a word. I'm actually listening to them on Audible in the car. And so today I listened to a really great portion of one of the books that I wasn't really enjoying. This one book, I thought I had finished. I sort of told you guys I finished all 5 of her books. Well, I believe it's one book that I had not finished. It's called like Survivors Speak Out or something like that. So most of the book is like people wrote to her and she quotes them. Most of the book is quotes. So it's pretty depressing. I mean, it's validating, but it's also very depressing to hear these people's stories, and you know, like the whole book is like that, and I'm hearing it. So anyway, I get to chapter, like, I believe it's 10 in the printed version, but I'm on Audible, so I'm like around chapter 12-ish Audible. And it's really good. It's really good. And it gave me so much like validation and feeling of strength. And I just happened to be on my way to an appointment that was also going to be helpful as well, with the person that recommended the book actually to me. So I'm like, I had a good day. Like, I had a good day. The day was not awesome or amazing, but it was a good day. And I will take that. So I'm letting you know, not to speak in code or anything like that, geez. Who would want to do that? That's kind of weird, speaking in code. But I wish I could. So on the way home, I did a little grocery store stop, which I don't do very often. I don't go to the grocery store very often, partly because it's very overwhelming. I go in there and I just like don't know when I'm going to come out. I might have a list. All of a sudden I go in the store and the list is just like swimming around in my head, like even though I'm looking at it. So I can't stick to the list and everything. So my mom lives with us and she does a lot of our grocery shopping for us. And that really keeps the cost down and also the amount of time spent in grocery stores to a decent level. So I went and stopped on the way home for her. She wanted me to pick up some fruit for dinner at Whole Foods. Whole Foods is the closest grocery store to our house, so that's why we go there a lot. I'm not going to get into a debate about Whole Foods versus New Seasons or any of that because I'm not interested, really. But I hardly ever go to Whole Foods and the neighborhood grocery store and Whole Foods and actually like just browse or spend some time like, I don't know, like feeling like I can just relax there. So I did just for a little bit. And guess what? I thought I'm going to go down the shampoo aisle and I'm going to check out because they had these bars of soap by this checkout stand. I was getting ready to go through the checkout stand and they said they were by this brand Alaffia, but they were bars of soap. Okay. So I'm like, I remember this. This is on the Raging Roots Studio website list of shampoos that are approved for dreadlocks. Alaffia, the authentic African Black Soap. That my friend here on YouTube, Midlife Dread, has a video that she uses this. So I don't know which scent she uses, and I'm interested to figure it out. But I didn't know which one to choose, and I chose peppermint. They were on sale, and I was amazed at how like less expensive this was. This is not even the large bottle that my friend Midlife Dread had on her video. She had the really big bottle, but I really like the pump dispenser for in the shower. It's crazy because like this pump needs to be recyclable and not everyone can. But it's here at Whole Foods, we can take this down, this pump thing, and recycle it. But I really like a pump dispenser. Just kind of a sucker for that kind of thing. I don't know, it's kind of weird. I know it's kind of like wasteful of the plastic and everything, but I like the pump dispenser for in the shower. And so they had like a few different scents and they had unscented. Probably would have been safest to get unscented. They had a eucalyptus and tea tree. I opened them and usually they don't let you actually smell it when you open it. Like there's usually a seal on it. Well, all of these actually you were able to. So I was being very careful not to like disrupt the contents because I wasn't going to buy every single one I smelled. This one's peppermint. The tea tree eucalyptus one smelled a little too overpowering. I was actually kind of worried that it might like be not good, like maybe drying or something. It had so much of the scent. This peppermint has some real strong peppermint scent as well, but I just thought, well, I do want to get a scented one, and there was a tangerine one. There was a vanilla one, but it didn't come in the one with the pump, so I didn't get that. I didn't even smell that one actually. So anyway, this is interesting. I didn't have the nerve to use it on my hair. I know my friend Midlife Dread uses it on her hair and everything, but I'm just like, gosh, I don't know. I don't know. I washed my hands with it and it was a little hard to rinse off my hands with the soap. And so I was feeling like that might be, if it's too hard, if it's a little hard to rinse off my hands, then maybe in my dreads. Maybe I'm not ready to put in my dreads yet. So I used Dollylocks tonight for my shower and shampoo. And I used the bar instead of the liquid soap because I was just thinking maybe the bar would be a little more moisturizing. I really don't know. But I've got this spot here in the back of my head, and evening time for the last about 4 or 5 days, evening time, it's been getting itchy, like right there. Don't know what the culprit is. It didn't happen to me before I dyed my hair this last time. It's been like a week and a half since I dyed my hair this time. That's probably the most likely source of the itching, is dyeing my hair. I'm thinking that one of the other things that could be going on with my itchy scalp right here for the last 4 or 5 days could be just like the dreads tightening. Like I mentioned in a previous video earlier this week, that when the dreads tighten, they might do some tension on your scalp. And that might be contributing to the itching that I'm having. Whatever it is, you know, my intuition is to shower and wash my hair. I'm not sure why. I am not a daily showerer, never have been a daily showerer, never, ever, ever. And I've never been a daily hair washer, ever, 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 ever. So this is somewhat notable for me, and so I like to kind of think about it and try and figure it out. There is something going on. There's something brewing, and I don't want it to be a skin problem in my scalp. So I decided, okay, well, I'm going to use the Dollylocks bar of soap, the shampoo bar, and I'm not going to apply it directly there, but I am like with the bar, but I am going to like just make sure I get the scalp right there with the lather. Then when I get out of the shower, what am I going to do? Instead of spraying with this, because this tightening stuff has a lot of moisturizer in it, but it is not, I noticed that this itchiness was coming on earlier today, and I sprayed it with this right there, and it didn't make it better. So I decided, you know, when I get out of the shower, I'm going to do some aloe thing, I think. I wasn't sure if I was supposed to do this, the Lock Steady by Naughty Boy, or this, Dollylocks. I got an extra large container of this when I was at Debbie's salon. She sells Naughty Boy, a few of the Naughty Boy products. She sells the extra large of this. So I had gotten this probably about 2 months ago when I was there. And I still have it. I kind of put that into here and I use it out of the smaller one. But I did not decide to use this one tonight. I decided to use this one. And this is Dollylocks, the gel. And I haven't gone through every single ingredient and written down the difference between both, but I know that they're both aloe vera juice based, and neither of them have sea salt in them. I have verified that. So I decided to use this, and I applied it lightly. I applied it to my hair, but a little bit to my scalp. Then let's see, what did I do? Oh, I know. Before I applied the gel, I actually sprayed my hair down with this, my scalp, all over. I just saturated it with this. This is Naughty Boy Peppermint Cooling Moisture Spray. And the second ingredient is witch hazel. Third ingredient is alcohol. But then it's got peppermint leaf oil, and glycerin, hemp seed oil, aloe vera leaf extract, grapefruit seed extract, and glycerin. So, I like this. I'm not sure. I haven't used it consistently enough because I haven't needed to use it consistently enough to know, you know, but when I do use it, I really use it. I mean, I saturate my scalp. I try not to get too much on the hair because I don't want to like make my hair look oily, especially around here. But I really saturated and sprayed it down, and it felt very cool. And I really felt the sensation of the tingly peppermint feeling for probably about 20 minutes. So I think that was good. And I kind of rubbed it in, and I thought, you know, this conditioning oil is what they recommend for your scalp. If you have scalp issues, Dollylocks, Aylin Leslie will recommend this for the scalp. I don't know if she recommends it for itchy scalp. She'll probably recommend it for dry scalp, which I don't know if that's what I have. I really can't feel whether there's any dryness or anything. There's no flakes, but that's probably coming, you know? I've got something going on back here. But I haven't used this yet. Because sometimes oil makes me feel like more itchy, you know? So I haven't used it. The first ingredient's coconut oil, avocado oil, jojoba oil, hemp seed oil, and then pure essential oils, and then fragrance and plant extracts. Okay, so there's nothing in here that's like tea tree oil. So this is just oil stuff. And smell, of course, non-champa. So I don't think I really need to use that, but I might just like really just apply it right there, just really a little bit. I don't know. So I thought, I mean, it's notable, even though it's not driving me crazy, but it's making me want to shower and wash my hair every single day, and it's not getting better. So I figured I really need to do something about it, and I just thought I'd let you guys know. Not like you care. I don't know if you care or not, but you don't have to watch it if you don't care. I even considered calling Debbie at Dreadlocks Salon and just seeing if I could make a 1-hour appointment with her, maybe just stop by and talk to her about my scalp and see what she thinks. If she can tell like what might be going on. And also I want to ask her what she thinks about like the clockwise root rubbing that I was doing. Like, how often should you do it, / is it too often to do it like every day? Like a little bit of clockwise root rubbing? Because I was thinking like that would be good for my scalp, stimulating my scalp. But then I started thinking, well, maybe it's making my dreads tighten up too much at my scalp, and maybe that's what's causing this itching. And I don't want my dreads to be too tight. So we did stop doing it, you know, as much as I had been, the clockwise root rubbing. And I also stopped doing as much of the rolling, palm rolling that was like also twisting it, you know, like I stopped doing that a couple days ago. So, because my dreads are tightening up quite fast, and it's very possible that there's nothing I did wrong except that my dreads are tightening up. And so my scalp is going to be a little irritated with that, because it's very common for people with dreadlocks to complain about itchiness on their scalp, and there's probably a few different reasons that could cause it. I'm sure that dyeing my hair with permanent hair dye didn't help, okay? Bad girl, you know, on that. It was just a matter of time. I just had to like push it to the limit there by doing it twice in like a 4-week period of time, 3 weeks apart. I dyed my hair with that permanent hair color. maybe it's just that, and the dreadlocks and the tightening that they're doing. And why is it just here on the back of my scalp? I do not know. I don't know why it's there. There's not necessarily more like heavy dreads like right there that are like pulling down or anything. And I don't really wear my hair in a ponytail all that often, actually. So it's not like I'm like wearing it back and like having the tension there. So I don't know. Maybe it's nothing to worry about at all. But usually these things, I notice them when they're small, and then if I don't do anything about it, it just gets worse and worse. And then it is a problem. And then I'm like, well, I guess I should have noticed this before when it was smaller. So not sure what I'm going to do about it, but I did do some, you know, therapeutic use of this, not super hard, like not super like heavily on my scalp, but I did do it a little bit. And throughout my hair before spraying on tightening spray. In fact, I don't even think I sprayed, oh, I know, I used the vanilla instead of the Nag Champa because I figure I can control myself a lot better when I'm spraying the vanilla on. So I knew I wasn't going to overboard, so I didn't spray too much of it on. So what else? Yes. So I just used this as a body soap tonight in the shower. I didn't use it on my hair. I'm just afraid it's going to be too moisturizing for my hair. But I did get it because I thought, well, my husband can use it to shave in the shower if he wants to. And it's an all-in-one body wash, shampoo, shaving soap, and more. And it's a nice smell, peppermint, really pepperminty smelling here in the bathroom afterwards, after the shower. And so, yeah, it'll last a long time. Actually used it on my face tonight to wash my face. And I had some makeup on before, so seemed like it went pretty well to wash that off. So I think that's everything, you guys. Don't have anything really else to say. But thanks for hanging in there with me, you guys. And things are working out-ish. So yeah, I'll keep you updated. I'm coming up on 11 weeks with the dreads. It's like, I don't know. I'm just happy. I'm happy. I'm happy because I like my hair, you know, and it's not like I go in front of people and go, oh yeah, I got dreads, and like have to like feel like I have to apologize or whatever. Or even like, I don't feel like I have to explain myself anymore because they look decent enough that I don't feel like people are going to be like, why'd you get dreads? Why'd you decide to get dreads? Now it's like, I just go around like, I don't even really always think about it. I mean, it's like kind of like after I got my tattoo, at first people were complimenting me a lot on the tattoo and talking to me about it. But eventually I just started getting like, oh, you know, kind of like I almost forgot that I had it. And the dreads, like I don't have people coming up to me all the time and talking to me about the dreads. Granted, I don't hang out places. Like I don't like sit around like, you know, talking to people or waiting for people to talk to me or whatever. So I probably haven't had enough opportunity for people to do that because I hear that, you know, like people on YouTube here, they say that when people come up to them, talk to them a lot more friendly and everything when they have the dreads. They talk about the dreads. You meet other people with dreads. You talk about the dreads. I guess I haven't had enough of opportunity for that yet. I'm not very like, I don't go to music festivals. I don't go to concerts a lot. Kind of a homebody in a lot of ways. So probably not in the places where people would be that would be talking to me about my dreads. But that's fine with me. That's just fine. Some people have said, are you going to let your hair mat up? Like, are you going to let it mat? Or are you starting dreads? And those are people that don't, like, have never had them. And they're like, you know, middle-aged people that probably have never really been around it very much. And so I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I already have dreads. Like, what am I I'm not starting dreads. I have them. They are here. And they're all over pretty much. And then somebody asked, like, I think he was trying to be provocative actually when he said this to me. A young kid, a teenager said, how come you didn't fully commit? Why didn't you commit to the dreads? Because I didn't have the front here dreaded and my fringe, and then the ends, I guess, I don't have dreaded, so like, why didn't I fully commit? He was being provocative, I think. I think he was trying to provoke me to somehow be defensive about how like I really did commit and everything. I said, no, this is the style. So this is how it is. This is a finished product. This isn't like a compromise or anything. to appease anyone or make anyone think I look more normal than I would if I had fully committed or something. So those are the few comments I've had, really. People know better for the most part not to make comments with me because I don't always respond all that well to them. So, especially family members, you know, my family says some things like, I'm talking about my extended family. They say some things that are like, what? Why would you ever ask me that? For the first time I've seen you in a year, you know, come visit you in Pennsylvania, and they're like asking me questions that are way too personal. Like stuff that, yeah, it's strange. So I don't know how to respond to it. And I've gotten better at it though. Like I kind of just like look at them. I'd like to think that I had gotten that good, but I'm still working on it. So when you've got dreads, you gotta have to deal with like possibly people talking about it and wanting to talk about it when you don't feel like it, I suppose. So that's all I have to say. I hope I post this video. I mean, it's definitely not funny, and it's definitely kind of, I don't really have much to say in it. So maybe I won't post it, but just want to tell you, I'm having some itchy scalp issues, okay? I'm letting you know I'm having itchy scalp, and I'm not sure what it is, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it. I hope that it doesn't get worse. I hope that it kind of passes because, yeah, I don't think that anything should be wrong really with my scalp. My dreads are doing well, but healthy scalp, healthy hair, you know, and if my scalp's not healthy. So anyway, hopefully it goes well, and I'll keep you updated, and that's about it.